Hey everyone, welcome back. This is another novel crafter video. This is the Bodyguard Romance series. This is where we will be actually starting to write the book. And I'm not going to be writing any of the prose. It's all going to be done by the AI. We'll be using Claude as much as possible, Claude 2, unless Claude decides that it's going to hiccup because of content. Sometimes, it doesn't really like sex, it doesn't really like violence, and that's okay. We have other AIs who are less moderated, and while I don't anticipate writing anything steamy right now with this book, maybe later in edits, but that's not really something that I'm planning to do with YouTube, just because I don't want to have to put adult-only content and, have to do age restrictions. I don't want to have to deal with that. You guys don't need that hassle either. But we may run into some violence issues because, remember, there's a stalker. She is going to get kidnapped. She spends some time with the stalker. Claude may have some hiccups. So we do have less moderated AIs, but we're going to do as much as possible within Claude. And then I also have Open Router here, just so you can see how much each session we do actually costs. Today is February 9th. My last one was done with Medium, that's Mistral Medium, and then some GPT-4 Turbo. This is what I did earlier today. So everything that's Claude that's on February 9th will be our session now. I also want to show you, I have two windows for Novel Crafter open. It's the exact same book. See? It's still this one. Still this one. It's just that I like having two open because most of the writing is actually going to be done in chat. And then I'm just going to be posting it here. The codex I have closed right now because I have it open on this side. You can have it open, you can have it closed. It's completely up to you. What I'm going to be showing you with this series of videos and this style of book is one way that I like to write with Novel Crafter. If it doesn't work for you, that's okay. In my second chance small town romance, we did everything within the actual writing area. This time I want to show you doing most of the writing within the chat window. It's two different styles. I want you to play with Novel Crafter and see which one you like best. My plan for this video is just to see how far we get. I'm going to do about half an hour and then we'll call it good for right now. But we know that chapter 1 from the plan that we made last time is going to just be this. So we need to introduce Ava, we need to introduce Lucas, then we need to hint at the stalker. We know that she's feeling isolated, we know that Lucas is overprotective, he's controlling, and we know that there's a stalker who's been watching her. So I know that I want to do this in third person because we have a couple chapters down here that will actually be from both of their perspectives. So like this one we would have to separate if it was just Ava's first person POV in the chapter and then Lucas. I like that we can do it side by side. Well, not really side by side, but it will be the same chapter. Actually, and then this would also be 2. Let's take a look at that. Let me just wait for Claude. See, I don't want to have... Some of the AIs keep wanting to have the stalker as a POV character. I don't, particularly because I want to keep this less of a thriller and more centered on the romance. If you want to have the POV stalker, that's okay. The AI is very much into that. Okay, yep. What I like about chat is that we get to brainstorm this. Okay, I like it. Okay, that's one way. Okay. I think, and you can always have it rewrite this too. I think I'm going to start with first person. But even though I'm going to put this right here, as you can see, there's a lot here that definitely needs expanded. So let's take a quick look at Open Router. So all of this is what we've done so far. 8 cents, 8 cents, 8 cents, 8 cents, 8 cents. It's really not much. And as you can see, like Mistral Medium is about 2 cents. Yeah. So there are cheaper ones. Claude, I like the prose. So I'm okay paying for Claude. With each chapter, well, with the book needing to be about 65,000 words, each chapter needs to be about 32. 32 to 35 is where I'm going to try to get it. So we definitely need to expand things. And this is just going to be the first draft. Definitely not the final. But it's going to make us have a nice start. Alright, so here's this. We're going to expand this. And this is generally my prompt when I need more details or when I want it expanded. I want more sensory details. Alright, so we just expanded that. I'm just going to have it on chapter 1 so we can kind of keep track. We're going to need a lot more in chapter 1. That's a little too foreshadowing. And I don't want that. See, and it still wants in the stalker POV. It's like, please, please, just do this one thing. No. Let's have... I don't really want just a random letter. Let's do flowers first. Yeah, I spelled that wrong. she already get rid of makeup? Okay, I like parts of this. Just gonna grab it and put it over here for right now. I want So as you can see, I'm directing it, using its ideas and expanding it, but I'm not actually writing any of this. Okay, so we can actually get rid of this part. What do we like about this? I'm going to have this in italics. See, and the nice thing about this too is that, if we wanted to do a codex entry from this, just very simple, easy. Very simple. We can make them different colors. We can change the type. Lots of good stuff. We're not going to worry about that right now. No. I considered and I considered, does it really work? Get rid of that. I want Lucas to have a bigger introduction than that, so let's do... Too much foreshadowing. Alright, so we've established, she wants freedom, she's tired, she likes him being there, she's attracted to him. He's a little stifling. I'm going to check to see what chapter 2 has. Okay, so we can do quite a bit more in chapter 1. So it's definitely a lot of directing the AI, but, kind of letting it go with you. It's a conversation. That's why I like doing books in chat a lot of the time, because of things like this, where we can be like, show this, no, expand this, I need more details here, stuff like that. I find a lot easier to do in chat, because over here we can do, see and beat, continue writing, and we can absolutely say, hey, show him doing this with the continue writing. For me, I like doing it in the chat feature, but if you prefer it just in the writing, that's okay too. Go ahead and plop that here. Alright, we're about 30 minutes right now. I'm going to push it to 40, just because I want to get this chapter done. This is going to bother me, having no one could protect me like he could. Yeah, I don't love it. Just going to double check this, see where we're at. Alright, so we're doing about 6 cents, 7 cents, 8 cents. This is all from this video right now. To figure about 300 words being about 6 cents. It's not bad. She's in the backseat. How is he touching her shoulder? We do have her in the backseat, don't we? Okay, so he is beside her. Alright, so that's fine. He can touch her shoulder then. Yeah, I'm getting rid of that. That's a little too mushy, too much foreshadowing. You get rid of that because as long as she's a pop star, she's going to need security. It was a little too mushy. That's actually... quick edit there because I don't really want them sharing a straw. That's a little too friendly for the dating kind of thing. Get rid of that. Alright, so we need about 600 more words, so it'll be 2 more prompts. No, he stays with her. Alright, we're at just over 40 minutes. We're almost done. So if you watched the previous novel crafter series, the one where I did the second chance small town romance, as you can see, this method does take longer because we're actually building it as we are here instead of, just writing all the prose and then cleaning it up after. This way works really well so that you have something more workable in, once you're done with that first draft. So you're maybe at step 2 of editing or step 3 of editing. Whereas when I was done with the small town romance, it was pretty much, I hadn't read it at that point. And it needed a lot of cutting. This one will still need plenty of editing, but we're not going to be cutting as much. Yeah, too much foreshadowing, too fluffy. Alright, we need some more words. I want to get a little bit more. Maybe 2 more prompts. As long as we don't have to cut too much, but let's see here. She's going to come down to get her milkshake. I'm going to have Lucas bring the milkshake up to her. There, she's already in the master bath, right? Master bedroom, yep. Okay. Yeah, I know what's missing. That's not how you spell it. Right, about 32, so we're right where we need to be. I still want her to come out and him to give her the milkshake and her to have a good night. So. That should end the chapter. We're over time, but I hate to leave a chapter in the middle. Yeah, I'm gonna have that rewritten just because, Lucas is the only other person in the house with her. At this point, she's not gonna be like, I wonder who that is. Alright, so I'm happy with this. 3,500 words. It took us about 40 minutes since we did a little bit of brainstorming ahead of time. So, and it's, it's not as fast as just letting the AI do its thing and just here's the scene beat, write the scene beat, write the scene beat. But this is going to take a lot less editing to get where you're happy with it. And again, your chapters don't have to be 3,500 words. Mine are only going to be that because, 65,000 words, 18 chapters. And this is the high end of where we need to be. But thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this inspires you to go out and try Novel Crafter and, write your own books. Because it's a lot of fun to play with it and to play with the AI. So let's take a look at Open Router and see where we're at. So this is everything that we did just now. Let's see here. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 27, 28, 29. Okay. So about maybe 250 for that chapter. So definitely not the absolute cheapest that we could have gone. But with the different prompts, with rewriting, we got something that we're pretty happy with, or at least I'm happy with it. It still needs edits, but it's not terrible. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.